Hello. It's a new day, sunny day. It's not sunny actually. It's quite shitty weather outside. Cold and windy and raining. But what can you do? You can't do anything about it. Hey Kuru, hey Yatsuki. So, hey Mean Machine. So I spent a little bit. Hey Jordy. Uh, I spent a little bit of time yesterday, working a little bit on the snake, so you guys don't need to see it. Uh, you know, Pointless sitting and watching me do a pattern on a snake. But yeah, so I did that, and all that's left now for today is probably the lower body, and then we are ready for coloring tomorrow. Hopefully good. Hey, Gila? Jordy, well, there's 32 degrees there, but not here. Hey, Bubba 220. Hey, Passenger 74 has joined us. Fantastic. Thanks, crew. All right, so it is time. Hey, Eric Mui. Fantastic. All right, let's do the lower body line art here. Let's see the thickness. That's probably okay. So I really don't know. It's not cold here, but it's not 32 degrees. But I live in an old house, and it's constructed in a way where it keeps itself quite cool. So it's like a natural air conditioning going on. So my flat usually don't become very cold. Warm. It's very hard to have it too hot in this house. It's great for summer, um, and in the winter, obviously, you need some heating. But that's not a problem. We invested in good radiators. So time is I think it's pretty okay for this character. I think I should manage to squeeze in the lower body today, and that means that Friday, the 30 minutes on Friday, I can completely spend on coloring, which I think is definitely needed. Ideal situation today would be me having enough time the last 5 minutes to do blocking, and then Friday I could make selections on that blocking and start defining colors, etc. Hey Mila, Zealin, fantastic. Glad that you could be able to join. Dennis, passenger, good morning. So let's see here. Where are we going? What details am I adding here? All right, I think I got a pretty good idea of how to construct it, but not too sure yet. I don't want to make it too. Whoa! What is reveal all? Where did I? Oh. I have no idea. Smelling like bacon. Jordy, how are you doing these things so that things smell like bacon when you go outside? You might be doing something wrong. Well, glad that you could make it, passenger, even though it's only for 15 minutes. But then again, the stream is only 15 minutes. All right, so I don't like that the belt and details here are symmetrical or balanced. So what I'm going to try to do is, let's see, offset it that way. Let's offset it like so. That will give me better understanding of the changes I need to do. Hey, beer bros. Well, that's actually Svensson. He changed his name. Svensson, or now Beard Bros, will Fridays and Mondays they will stream after my stream on their channel. 1 hour, well, the hour after me. Go look at them Fridays, Mondays. He can probably link you all. So that was the advertisement of the day. Beard Bros owns me 10 euros. No, not really. But best of luck to them in their new adventures of scheduled streaming. It's an interesting experience. Hey, Captain Jetlag. I'll forget what. Hey, Orby. Yeah, for sure, Kuro. If you got any questions, ask away. I mean, I've never said that it's not okay to ask questions. If you feel like that's a good thing, that you want to ask some questions, go ahead. I mean, all I'm doing is sitting and drawing and talking. Might as well be answering questions as well if you have any. So don't be afraid. Ask away. Okay, so let's, I think here, some cloth. Show some belt, then cloth, and let's yeah, let's have it hanging like that. Tomorrow I have to take a vacation day because my wife's in Italy and my daughter needs my attention. But I will still be streaming tomorrow. But you'll definitely be hearing my daughter in the background. Listening, or she'll be watching a movie, most likely. And I will be coloring this fantastic voodoo priest. Just as a heads up that I might need to run off after her if she decides that it would be a great idea to not do something that she should tomorrow. Captain Jetlag, yeah. But like most devoted people, you know, they wear their robes in a way where they don't need to shower. When they do, it is a ceremony itself, right? I'm quite sure that when he goes to bed, he undresses, but it probably takes quite some time to do so. Hey Georg, welcome back. Glad to see you here. Yeah, exactly, passenger. I'm quite sure the servants are there and helping getting dressed. I mean, even battle armor. I'm spitting. I got so excited I'm starting to spit on my monitor. Uh, even in medieval times, putting on armor or even leather armor, etc., you needed help. Uh, so you couldn't just put it on yourself. I mean, I didn't like that line actually. Let me undo that. Let me zoom out a bit and look, have a look here. Um, like that. Something like that. Passenger, yeah, definitely. I think that's a shame with a lot of games and so on. Like when you get a new armor, is that what I loved about real life is the ceremony, like of getting ready for battle. You know, like having a bath or whatever, dressing up, having your servants put on your armor. You know, some guy polishing your sword. That could be misunderstood, but I'm literally polishing your sword so that your armor is ready. Um, and you know, in games you just see a flashing icon and then you have a new gear on. It's a little bit boring, you know. There's lots of potential um, of you know, showing ceremony of wearing armor or putting new armor on. Like I had this a long time ago, this idea for a game. Yeah, Kuiba is from over there. It's crazy. Mean Machine, yeah, definitely. I can do that. I can share the line art after tomorrow or tonight if the line art is ready. That's definitely doable. Okay, where are we? We're 7 minutes in. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're gonna make it today. I think I even will be able to ideally um, do the blocking. Touch wood. Touch fake IKEA wood. um, yeah, I think it's looking good. It's looking good that we can manage in time, but that doesn't make sense. Let's see, why is it so fucking weird? Okay, I need to pad it a bit, so let's put some clunky armor on top so that so there can be a space there. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, and then something like that. But now that I said that I'm going to make it, I'm not going to make it. Good luck, passenger. Um, Healthy recovery or whatever you say. Good luck with hospital. Take care. Oh, that's a shaky line. I could even hear it. My coffee fused veins. So I was saying I had this idea for a game. You know what would be cool to put like emphasis back to armor. That that the whole thing, like the king of a you know, let's say the World of Warcraft like game, not really so crazy extreme, but a little bit more Dark Souls-y, I guess. So imagine your guild going into war with another group of players, right? So you gotta have it's maybe it's permadeath type game, so that if you die, you lose your gear, etc. So then it's important that your king has power. So my idea was that, you know, what if there was this room where people needed to perform a ceremony for their king, and you know, there were priests there, and they all had to do like a puzzle or a quick button event. That's what it's called, right? A quick button event constantly, you know, like repeating a mantra of sorts, so that as the priests are constantly chanting, other people, let's say 12 people in a circle, they that you know, your high level players, they all lie down on a bed in the game, and and uh, and they get sacrificed. Um, and the king wears an armor that that uh, sucks their energy in, so that the king has like 12 people's um, life, you know, and all the priests during the ceremony need to press all the buttons correctly constantly, you know, so that the ceremony isn't interrupted. And if it's interrupted, obviously it's not performed, and it's a waste of time. I think that would be a really cool idea of you know, the armor has a meaning, and the ceremony of wearing armor and going into battle knowing that you have 12 like high level players life and power. I think that would be a really cool like experience, right? Oh yeah, Kuro, that's a good point. Thank you. Right, so you make a new layer, go to blending options, click the button stroke, well, stroke, and whatever settings you want. So now, if I draw with line art, you see it becomes thicker. But theoretically now, if I draw with the background color, it outlines the size of the brush. So that way you can make like cables really easily. And if you want to keep it the way it is, you just make a new layer, select the two layers, and merge, and you got lines. It's a really good way to add details in line art. But the one thing that you got to keep in mind is doing it that way doesn't leave you with clean lines, as in you'll be drawing with background color on top of your line art. But you could easily fix that by using multiply on your line art instead of just a clean layer. But it's a really little cool way of not only doing cables, but you can do really quick patterns, like on armor and so on, um, in really quickly and in a very efficient way. You can get some really interesting results. A really mean machine. Do I look like a Viking? Well, I am a Viking, so I'm not surprised. Um, but yeah, I want to grow my beard longer here, so it becomes even more Viking. Like that's my next grooming plan. Short on the sides, longer here, and then I'll be a proper Viking finally. First time in my life. No, but the outline technique is a good one. I'm not going for the Ragnar. I'm just going for. I had that long beard and shorter hair on top last year or the year before. I was looking at old photos and I liked it, um, and I thought, let's go back to that hairstyle. I have a photo of me with a quite long beard and a curled mustache. I'm not gonna have curled mustache, but I do enjoy the length of that beard. Then I just didn't cut it, and it became this monster. Uh, and I think I don't want that huge beard like I had at that time. But it's definitely beard growing time. Um, I miss it. I've had it short for a while in the summer, but I feel like it's time to go full on. All right, so let's see. Let's switch off the underlying layer. I don't like the midsection, the stomach there. It bothers me. I don't like it at all. Needs to change. Oh yeah, let's add these things. I think they are important for the general look and feel. Whoa, cables. Where are you going? Why are the cables there? There need to be cables there. Okay. Maybe have like flat these kind of IDE cables that you have for old school hard drives. I think that would be probably a nice little touch. Let's not have that here, but just a cable. Googling beard to chest hair might be a bad move if you're in an office situation and you have safe search switched off. I think Googling anything with safe search switched off has a tendency to show results that you might not want to see. there's always a chance of weird search results. Okay, let's cheat a little bit and just move it. And then, oh man, I'm so full of cheating, but it's okay. It's okay. It's my own line art, so I can cheat the best as much as I want. Kuru, no, I'm not afraid of doing that, because I'm in the control of the values that I'm going to be applying, and there's always ways to make those values work, and it's a challenge in itself. I mean, to get those values to work. I mean, you got to design them with your line art in mind, like of how you design the concept, right? And sometimes you need to go back into line art and change the line art when it's not working, because whatever decisions you've made doing line art, you haven't taken value in consideration. I mean, that could easily happen, but the more you're aware of it, you know, there shouldn't be a problem really, because all you need to do really is just make the value design work by either trying to break the line art groups of information you created or enhance them, in the sense of, you know, like I could easily make the robotic arms the like accents in the values, you know, like a focal point, or just leave it as is and just rely on the information to dictate the rhythm of the concept. But it shouldn't really be a problem doing the value design after the line art, because it's just more of the same, right? But it's definitely a challenge, don't get me wrong. It's not an easy thing. Okay, I need to move this in. I don't like the shape of it at all. Yeah, that's better. That's better. What time is it? 3 minutes. Hey, Vamil? Thanks for the follow. Don't switch safe search off if you're in a office environment. It won't be good. It won't end well. All right, I think we got probably most of it down. 2.5 minutes left. I doubt that I'll have time to do the blocking. It takes more than 2 minutes. So what I might do is do the blocking of just one value of the entire concept offline for tomorrow morning, so that tomorrow morning I can spend time on designing the character with values. So I just have it as a toggleable layer, like this morning. Would be cool. I think I need a second monitor here, like to enhance the silhouette, because the snake side is a little bit heavy, and I want to simulate. The reasoning why I'm adding the second monitor here is because the snake is a little bit added in the sense of it doesn't really do anything. It has a syringe-like mouth, but I thought what I could do was add this second arm to kind of uh, act um, a little bit like the snake, right? So we got a monitor and a snake. As kind of leaning on each other when it comes to functionality. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm not too happy with the arm. Probably need to. Oh, let's make it a weird joint. So the weird arm joints makes more sense. So that we think about that they are connected in technology, his monitor and his robotic arms. Yes, it's a good solution. Need to move that out a little bit more. All right, let's add the cable. Yeah, always value color pass before rendering. Kuru, I never ever start rendering without a basic pass I agreed on. Wire Monkey, join me tomorrow, same time, and I'll be. You can ask that question. Currently, the time is up. The stream ends. The stream is only 30 minutes, but do please come back tomorrow. Just 30 minutes in back to the future, and ask the question again, and I'll happily answer it. Or join the Discord community that's linked underneath, and there are probably people there and myself that can answer that question. Thanks, Mila. I'm glad you dig it. It's going forward. I think I like the idea. I'm not sure about that second last monitor I added, but we'll see. My pleasure, Babu. Thank you very much, Fire Monkey. Modern Rodner cliffhanger. Yeah, I know. Join me for tomorrow where I answer the question that everyone whatever. Okay. Have a good day, good night. See you tomorrow morning.